Hi, everyone. I'm Jeff Glor. Thanks for joining us here tonight. A developing story we are following this evening. The mayor's office in North Charleston, South Carolina, says a white police officer is in custody and is being charged with murder in the shooting death of a black man after a traffic stop. The victim appears unarmed. The incident was caught on video. Before we show you that video, before we bring in Michelle Miller, we should mention it is very graphic and can be tough to watch if kids are nearby. But Michelle, give us the details of what we know right now.
Well, this happened on Saturday morning around 9:30 in the morning. An officer pulls over a man in a Mercedes-Benz, Lamar Scott, Lamar Scott, a 50-year-old man, for a broken taillight. At that point, and I need to make sure I get this right, when we are talking about what the officer, Officer Michael Slager said, that he feared for his life because the man took his stun gun in a scuffle and was essentially feared for his life that this man would get the best of him. At that point, we're going to show you the video, and what the video shows is something very different. You see the scuffle, you see the man.
Here it is right here.
You see the man being tased, you see the man being shot. That's a total of 8 shots. He goes down.
The traffic stop presumably took place somewhere nearby.
Now, this is a bystander who took this video. At this point, a second officer comes on the scene. He is handcuffed. Right before this, in an earlier clip, I did see the officer appeared to drop the stun gun by the suspect. And at that point, then he picked it up again. But as you clearly saw, the man was running away from the officer at the time that those shots were fired.
And how much of the confrontation, here it is again, I was wondering how much you actually saw of the confrontation when they were actually face to face there. This is just coming out this afternoon.
This was initially reported by the mayor of North Charleston. We do not have any video of the police officer being taken into custody. We don't have any video of what initially happened prior to the initial run for his life, what appeared to be the suspect running for his life. But this is the
officer's mugshot.
This is the mugshot of Officer Michael Slager,
who has now been charged with murder. He stopped him, again, this was on Saturday, if you're just joining us here. And again, if you haven't seen this video, it is graphic because you're watching someone die on camera. This is the scene video right here where the car was stopped outside an auto zone. And so the park, or the area we watched this take place in, we understand is very close by. But all of this is happening as we speak, Michelle. I mean, the news conference was just held this afternoon, correct?
That's correct. Well, the driver, and let me go through this again, the driver, Walter L. Scott, the 50-year-old man, ran away. He ran away from where he was stopped to that grassy area, that park area. And that's where he was chased to. And that's where this altercation apparently took place.
Well, the officer says the taser was grabbed.
Exactly. He said he chased him into the grassy lot that abuts the muffler shop. He fired his taser, that electrical stun gun, right? But it did not stop Mr. Scott, according to the police report. Now, what I have is an incident report that was actually taken by a second officer on the scene. And it's at that point that this officer talked about Officer Slager, reporting by radio that shots fired, and the subject is down. He took my taser. That's according to the police report that we're talking about. This incident report also verifies the fact that the second officer heard the traffic stop and then went to the area where this took place. And he said, I heard Officer Slager advised the dispatcher the direction of travel and the description of a black male, and that he was running. Once he got to the scene, he said Officer Slager advised that he deployed his taser and requested for backup. And at that point, the driver was already on the ground.
All right, Michelle Miller on this incident in South Carolina. We will, of course, stay on this. Michelle, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.